Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles right here.
Every piece when you are done, lay your weary to rest. Don't you cry no more.
Hello, Nashville. How are y'all? How was last night? That's not, woo is not a word. I said, how was last night? Okay, I understood that. Hey guys, how has your year been? Yeah?
It's not over yet.
I'm just asking in the progression.
I can't believe it's already November. It's crazy.
It's going way too fast. Yeah. I heard that. I woke up going, wait, it's October? I'm like, wait, no, actually it's November. Like, what happened to June and July and August?
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all for bringing us here. It's awesome to see you guys. And I feel grateful. Mr. Ackles?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we have it. Well,
Thankful for that extra hour of sleep last night.
That was clutch.
I got a phone call
That was
today,
clutch.
this morning from
Necessary.
Genevieve, and she's like, hey, dumb question, sorry, but I'm taking Odette to field hockey. My phone says 7:45, but the car says 8:45. What time is it? I was like, it's 7:45. The car didn't reset or whatever. She's like, okay, thank you. So she, not a phone call I've ever had in my life, but I was happy to be like, I got you. What time is it? Shit.
This I can handle.
Like turning on the TV, like trying to find the news station. It says 5:45. Oh, that's Pacific time. Yeah, you got it, 7:45. But I've been useful today, once, and that's the one.
That's it, you're good.
One and done.
One and done.
You're done.
Anyway, anything you want to say?
No, I don't. I'm brain dead this morning. I don't know if it's just not enough coffee. We all stayed up backstage and finished watching the baseball game.
Any Dodgers and/or Blue Jays fans?
Yeah.
Okay, you one of the Blue Jays? Okay.
There's a lot of folks rooting for the Jays, but Dodgers got it last year. How many championship teams does Los Angeles need? But congrats to the Dodgers. It was quite a series. I don't know if you guys follow baseball, but that was definitely one of the best World Series we've had in a while.
Hell of a game. Anyway,
I literally, you were back in green room, but I came out here and we did whipping post, and mid-song I ran back to check the score.
I remember from the green room, you like running in, like, oh shit, I gotta go.
I'm like watching the game, it's like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They're like, you gotta go. I was like, no, hang on, let me just see this at bat. Oh, true. No, but it was fun last night. Thank you guys for being here this weekend. Thank you for giving us a reason to come back here. We love this town, love the peeps. So, all right, well, we usually take some questions, and
What about
I guess
Jared?
we should do that. Okay, all right, calm down. Listen.
Let's go ahead and get to it. I'm gonna start
Clearly
off.
they're your fans.
You are
Pick questions.
fans. What is your shirt today? Because I saw it. We are not the Loose Chesters. No, we are not. Yeah, I love it. How you doing? Hi.
I came to Supernatural in 2020.
Oh, wow. Okay.
First convention in 21 in Charlotte.
Oh, nice.
My fourth one here in Nashville.
Welcome back.
Part of why I came to conventions is what I saw online about the panels.
Okay.
And I have two questions that I've never seen the answer to.
Okay. One is, why is this panel so disappointing?
Hell no.
And two is, can y'all get off stage?
Hell no. One is, what's behind why you never get a rim shot reaction? And what started the jump?
And what?
What started the jump?
You're asking questions we might not have answers to.
So
These are good questions.
those are two great questions. The rim shot of it all. I think there was one time where so Norton and I love each other, dear friends. But he kind of like deadpans me when I dad joke, whether on stage or off. And so whenever I'm really proud of my dad joke and I give him a look, he just kind of gives me That's the same thing. If we're behind this curtain, it's the same thing. And so, all right. Oh God.
This is why.
I gotta think. Why has no one ever heard a pterodactyl go to the bathroom? Because the P is silent. That felt so much better than a Norton rim shot.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it literally just started with just Norton, taking the piss out of Jared as it was, and then that just.
The P is silent though, so don't worry.
The is out of Jared.
Out of Jared.
And then the jump. I
don't know, but it's the jump, to interject, it has progressively turned into a worse and worse decision.
Yes.
Because we all have lingering injuries now. It's like, are we gonna do the jump again? Shit. We have sore backs and stuff.
Yeah, we're backstage stretching out now. It's,
it sounds good when you're in your 20s, but into your 40s and 80s, it gets more difficult. So we'll just lift a leg. But he and I are backstage okay, shit. Don't want to blow a hammy on stage in front of everybody.
Some things just stick for whatever reason, and that's just it's just part of it. But thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Right here in the leather jacket.
What does your hat say?
Winchester's.
I like it.
Thank you guys for being here. We really appreciate you and all your films. My question is sort of
Mic up. Mic closer.
Oh, sorry. So my question is, with the stunts and things that you have to do on movies, etc., segue to you stretching, do you have any permanent injuries?
Any permanent injuries from filming?
Yeah.
I know you do.
Everything.
And not mentally, but what?
Well, those were already there. Those injuries have taken a while. I do. So I broke my metacarpals, which are these bones that connect the wrist to the fingers. And then I broke my scaphoid in my wrist, all in Supernatural. And that was I think it was called, it wasn't Bloodlust. It was something where I go into a motel room and I pick up the phone and I call and then I turn around. It was an actual motel. So on stage, you build a motel room and you can pull walls out. So you can have more space for the cameras to be there, but this was an actual motel that we shot at many times. And so it was really tight. And the idea was that when the vampire gets up and hits me in the back of the head, someone will remember the name of this episode, that the camera's here, I'm supposed to just get knocked out and basically go down to where the camera doesn't see me, but I was trying to commit to it, and so I go in, I don't see anything, Sam goes in, doesn't see anything, turns, gets knocked out, and I decided to try and really play it off, but it was a small area, and there were camera people and lights, and we call them bounces, which means the light goes this way, but there's a C-stand like this that's bouncing the light to make it look better, I don't know. And so I fell in a way, and I'm gonna play it out. And I fell, and when I fell, there was a stuntman laying here, there was a cameraman here, there was a light there, and so I tried to not fall on the stuntman, and so I held my hand out like this, and when I caught myself, my wrist snapped.
Ouch.
Walker, we were doing an episode where I'm fighting somebody, I forget the scenario, but in a hallway, it ends up there's a big explosion, at the end of the episode there's a big explosion, and I come walking out, I'm alive. I think it's episode 1 of season 3 maybe. Anyways, so we're fighting and we're slipping and sliding all over the place. They had rented this abandoned warehouse in Austin, and there's just dust and leaves and stuff. And so what they do is they add, we call them stickum. What do you call when they add sticky stuff? So
to give you traction.
Yeah, give you traction.
Actually, it was a very specific product that they actually make for this. It's called Coca-Cola. And, not kidding, our stunt coordinator would just spread Coca-Cola with the mop, and then that would take 30 seconds to dry, and then the whole floor would become tacky. So you'd have grip.
And there was so in that, to his point, in that sequence, I'm on the ground and the guy comes at me and he's supposed to charge me this way, and I drop down and I twist around to throw him into the wall. The stickum really worked, and so when I dropped down, and he's a big dude, like 185, 190 pounds, when I went to turn him, my body turned, my foot did not. And so I tore my FCL and MCL and ACL. I can still pop it out a joint. So it's fun to jump. But yeah, I have a few. Yeah. You?
I don't have any that bad. Mine mostly.
Go to hell.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, I do. Now, this is why he doesn't get that. That's. I mean, a lot of stuff that eventually healed, but I would say there were a few. I was racking my 1911 Dean's pistol before one take, and they were like, and just before they yelled action, I was checking to make sure that the dummy round was chambered, and so I did a press check on the gun, and then just as they yelled action, I let it go, but I didn't get my finger out in time, so it snapped and
took all the fat out of the bottom of his finger. Just took it off.
And just ripped.
I remember your face. I remember knowing like something just happened.
Yeah, and they yelled action, and I looked down, and it's just a flap. And so I just pressed my thumb to it to hold it closed and did the take. I probably should have said, hold on. But then,
hey, my finger has a finger.
And then by the end of the take, there was just like blood all over my hand. I was like, okay, I guess I should have stopped.
I remember that.
So I've got a little scar on my finger from that. Other one, this is one. So I think it was All Hell Breaks Loose 2, where Dean gets thrown into the gravestone, and Yellow-Eyed Demon comes, and then John Winchester saves him. It was Fred Lane's coverage, so I kind of go thrown into, like, as the camera's here, I like fling myself backwards against the gravestone. Well, the gravestone they had built, it was like kind of a foam.
Hard styrofoam, yeah.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh, it's kind of padded. I'll just go really hard into it. The base of it was not padded. It was actual stone. Or cement, it was cement. And as I like threw myself back, the corner of it went right into what's not so funny, the funny bone, and hit that.
It is humorous though.
Shut up. So it's it hit the ulnar nerve right there, and then through the whole take, my entire arm was like numb, basically, and it was like on fire, but still I couldn't move it. It was like I was like, did I just break my arm? And I just stayed quiet because it wasn't my coverage, and Fred was doing this whole speech, and I was just like doing a check of like what's going on. So anyway, I'd hit it so hard that I damaged the nerve, and even today, if I like throw something, it's like, it's a baseball injury, a common baseball injury. They usually have Tommy John surgery to fix the ulnar nerve. I don't play baseball, so I never got that surgery. So I just deal with it. Anytime I'm like throwing something, it feels like I'm getting hit with a ball-peen hammer right in the nerve, which is great.
I remember this, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this. This makes me laugh so hard. Thank God it wasn't a permanent injury, but there's a scene with, it's in a motel room, and it was Lucifer and like the mother of Jack, say again?
Kelly Klein.
Kelly Klein. And Dean burned something in a wastebasket, and we needed to see it, and to the point of like when he smashed his finger off his finger, I could see something in his face. This is another one of those times where he goes to burn it, and you have to add some, because if you just burn something in a wastebasket, you're not gonna really see it on camera.
They added a whole bunch of
They added
accelerant.
a whole bunch of like flame accelerant, and so Jensen goes, and Dean is like, "We're done here," or whatever he said, something in a low voice. And he throws the flame in, and he's holding the wastebasket, and the fire, he's holding like this, and the fire goes like up to here, and he's like, and like maintaining his character, but I'm like, he just got burned. I know he just got burned. I probably couldn't stop laughing.
But it's like, but you can't ruin a take. Like, you don't want to do that.
You can't ruin anything.
You can ruin a take.
It's ruin, not ruin.
Yeah.
All right, I see you with the fancy hand. Yeah. Unless you're doing a magic trick. Did you go to Hogwarts? Kidding. Can you record
You're
this?
on the clock. Get on the clock.
So, my name's Virginia from Georgia.
That's weird. My friend Georgia is from Virginia. It's not a big deal. Carry on.
So, have you ever experienced yourselves any spiritual or energy that you felt from a loved one or friend that has passed? And if you did,
Wow.
what was it?
It's a great question.
It took me a minute.
Yeah, no, you're doing great. Yes, probably. She's not here, and I don't speak for her, but my wife, Jen, has had dreams, she's expressed to me, of her Nana, or like sitting on the foot of the bed. I've had weird feelings and I've had weird things happen and try to go like, okay, what was that? I can't offhand think of something off the top of my head, but I think the answer is yes. I can't recall specifically right now, but I've certainly had some things happen that were not really explainable. In my head.
What about you?
No.
Can I tell you nothing?
What?
Can
Well,
tell you-
I'll follow that up by saying I don't think that I'm like I've said this before. I don't think I'm available for that kind of thing.
He's available for other kinds of things.
Yes.
So if you open your app right now on your phone, I'll tell you his number.
Yeah, I just don't ever assume like if I, you know, I don't feel like I'm looking for that. I don't feel available for that kind of a thing. My wife very much is, but I'm sorry, spirits of the ghost world. I don't look at it. I don't seek that out, so I don't feel like it seeks me out.
Can I tell you a story?
Do it.
Sure.
So, my dad died,
Okay.
and I went back to help my mom, stayed in my old room, makeup mirrors on the desk, sleeping in my bed. All of a sudden, the light on my makeup mirror goes on. It has never done that the whole time I lived home. So I just sat on the edge of my bed and started talking to my dad. And then a few months later, on his birthday, arrived a package from my mom. A Mother's Day present that he had bought for her arrived on his birthday. So I knew that was him saying, I'm still here for you.
That's great. I would immediately go check the breakers. And just assume that there's an electrical glitch, and if I can't fix it, I'd probably call an electrician the next day.
Well, that's possible, but
Yeah.
you believe what you want to believe.
Well, for sure, and I'm not saying that wasn't
Well, I
him.
know. It
I just
was an electrical glitch.
right, but listen, I'm not saying it's not that, but I just personally, I'm always like, no, I'm a skeptic when it comes to that stuff, and again, like, if somebody was like, no, it was actually, your father, I'd be like, awesome. So it's not like I'm like, no, that doesn't happen, that doesn't exist. I just don't jump to that conclusion.
Meanwhile, I got you. Virginia from Georgia, here with you, babe.
Thank you.
Thank you back.
I mean, I currently live in a haunted house, and
What were you just saying then?
but here's the thing: they leave me alone because they know that they know they can't get to me.
They're like, Jensen's boring. I'm gonna talk to you people.
Yeah. You get a reaction out of somebody who cares. Yes, over there.
The one with the milk bottle? You with the milk bottle. Sorry, there's a baby drinking milk. And I know. I tried to make a dad joke. No rim shot.
No. There was.
I'm
Don't
sorry,
listen,
I'm
don't
so
listen to
sorry.
Jared.
Never listen to Jared.
Yes.
Hi, my name's Kate. I wanted to ask you about some tips and tricks for creating chemistry with your partner in acting.
No.
Some specifics?
Just what
Oh, I
tricks to
see.
create chemistry with.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I think if there was an answer that I could think of to that question, I'd be wealthier than Elon Musk. I mean, it sounds silly, but to Virginia from Georgia's question, I've said this, my buddy Anson's here, Jensen's buddy as well, and we've talked about this sometime, like if you were in a room with, what's your best friend's name? Catherine. If you walked into a room like this and there were 100 people named Catherine and you just went, hi, what's your name?
Kate.
Caitlin?
Kate.
Kate. Hi, I'm Kate. I'm Catherine. Hi, I'm Kate. I'm Catherine. Hi, I'm Kate. I'm Catherine. Hi, I'm, for 100 people, you'd probably walk back out of the room and be like, there was this one person and they were in like a blue shirt, I think, and I just felt like I knew them. And whether that's a past life or just some common loves and passions that you don't even realize yet you have in common, there's a connection that I've felt with a lot of people that makes no sense. Like I can walk into a room with 3 people I've known for 10 years and one person I've never met and feel strangely connected to that one person. I don't know the answer to why that is. I think there has to be some, like any relationship, there has to be some vulnerability and some trust, some good faith. If you go in just like, I'm gonna hate this dude, I'm gonna hate this girl, you know, if you believe you can or you can't, you're usually right. So if you go in thinking like, I'm gonna find out more about this person, I'm gonna be curious about their experiences, then I think your mind or heart or soul or whatever is maybe more open to it. I don't know why we had chemistry. I mean, there's the obvious, we're both from Texas, we're both middle children, we both like the Cowboys, we both, you know, we both have an older brother and younger sister, our parents are still married and at the time living in the same house we grew up in. Not together, but so there are obvious things that you can write down on paper. I don't know what creates actual chemistry.
I have a theory, and I think there's a multitude of ways you can find chemistry with people. People that you're meeting for the first time, like other actors that we're working with, and you're on set. Humor, I think, is an amazing icebreaker. I feel like it was one of the things that bonded us very quickly. We had a very similar sense of humor, and when you know, when you're working on set, it's a bit of a pressure cooker. You know, you're watching the clock, you've got this much work to get done that day.
And life is still going on
right
in the background. You're in a fight with your brother or sister or spouse or whatever, and you're on set, and it's like, sun's down in 15 minutes. We have 45 minutes of work, like, get to it, you know?
So, but it was inevitable certainly with he and I, that whenever things got tense or pressured, we would always break that with humor. And I feel like whenever new guest stars would come on the set, it was very quickly, we very quickly kind of assessed the comedy of this person. And we try to make them laugh, we try to break them on their coverage or something, and I think it just takes the pressure and it takes the nerves out of a lot of it. I'm doing that now with the cast on Bar Rising. Is we're spending a lot of time, on set, and that time on set is, I believe, is really important to building that chemistry. I've been on sets where the actors just are, buried, just on their phone or buried in a book and not really kind of getting to know one another. But I feel like there's a real camaraderie that can happen when you're just sitting there waiting for shots to get set up and stuff. But then also when you're filming, I would always try to make the other cast laugh or try to break them. And even though it might ruin a take, it releases that pressure, and humor is just such a wonderful bonding thing. And so I always lead with that.
Sure.
And I mean, even the other day I was doing a scene with Aya Cash, and she comes in and she's dressed like she's got like golf stuff all over her, and we're supposed to have like a kissing scene or something. And so I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Just trying to get you excited." And I was like, I love you. So I feel like there's those things you find to break the ice with different people, and obviously, like, you know, when you've got a lot of things in common, it makes it much easier. But when you're trying to find some commonality, you're trying to find some common ground, humor for me is always the go-to. Yeah.
Thank you, Kate. I'm gonna go right here. Oh, you have a little stand as well for your phone. That's impressive.
Hi, boys. First, I gave you a way to do your own rim shots yesterday.
I know. I still have it.
Is there a way to get Justin into one of these?
What's that?
Hartley. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Hartley? He's a little busy right now.
Well, right now, yes.
It's like basically a one-man show up there in
If you call
Vancouver.
we have CBS's number. If you call them and say, hey,
We're gonna need Hartley.
hey, Justin.
Justin's great.
He was in one of the very first ones we ever did.
He was at the first one I
in
ever.
Chicago.
No. He was literally at the first con I ever went to. It wasn't with you. It was in the UK.
Britain. Yeah.
It was in the UK. It was and it was after season 1. The hiatus between season 1 and season 2. I went over and did like a multi-show con, and there was like Buffy people, there were Smallville people, and Hartley was there, and I was there. He certainly has done these, but I think right now, like when he's in season, he's a lot of heavy lifting, and so his weekends are probably pretty precious to him.
But we'll try.
But yeah.
I also wanted to thank you for finding your voice. Well, the ability to give it to us, because it means so much to us.
My voice?
In your music.
I'm glad I have a voice too.
In your music.
I'm not. I wish you
Shut up, Jared. She's talking to me. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, I think we got time for one more. You pick.
I just picked.
Don't put it on me. All right, let's go right here. Classes. Yes. You.
Hi.
Hi.
First, I want to say I really appreciated Walker and Countdown. I was able to share it with my parents, and we were able to bond over that. So it really hurt when both of them were gone, because I'm not showing them the boys.
No.
Absolutely not.
I'm not either.
Family friendly?
No. But my question is, I actually finished Supernatural in 15 days.
Oh my God.
Is that mathematically possible?
Yes, because I did the math to make myself feel better. All you need is 16 consecutive hours to finish a 23-episode season, and that's only like 5 or 6 seasons. I did it during COVID.
No, we had 15 seasons.
15, yes.
You know we had 10 more after.
Yes, but there was only a few that had 23.
Wow.
But I was wondering if there was a TV show that you binged, or if there's
like intensely like that? Where I got the feeding tubes out? Just like, I mean, my God.
Where like our family and friends.
Your Apple Watch go off, so time to stand up.
Or our family and friends are like trying to do an intervention. Like, hey, are you okay? I have an answer for that. This is God's honest truth. The last 2 shows I binged, and whatever you'd call it binging, were The Boys and Countdown. The Boys before I did The Boys.
Because you knew you'd have to pay attention. You were just like, oh, I'll just put this on background noise.
Yeah, it was while I slept.
Right. Crushed one season a night. What was the last thing I binged? I'll watch shows, but I don't, it's like maybe if I'm traveling, I'll download a few episodes of something, but I think the last thing that I was eagerly watching consecutively was probably Peaky Blinders.
He's full of shit. Below Deck is the last time.
Love Island.
Love Island.
Yeah, but that's...
That was years ago. That was like during Supernatural.
Yeah, I know. I don't... Again, like, there are shows that I watch, but I don't... Like, the last time I was like, oh, I'm just going to crush all these. I think the ones that I've most recently finished, Slow Horses, The Gentleman, these are all British shows.
I've never heard of either. They good?
So, yeah, great.
Slow Horses is so good.
Slow Horses
Well, thanks
is
for
great.
sharing it with me.
Well, listen, I knew you were watching Countdown, so I didn't want to add to your plate.
Fair enough.
Okay. All right, guys, that's it for us.
Thank y'all
We'll
so
see you
much.
all later. Thank you.